Adam never believed in ghost stories. That was one of the reasons he accepted the night shift job so quickly. The pay was decent, the work was simple, and after months of unemployment, he couldn't afford to be picky. The hotel itself was called the Blackwood Hotel, an old building sitting alone near the edge of the city, surrounded by dead trees and empty roads. It had once been luxurious, decades ago, but now it survived mostly through travelers passing through town for a single night. The moment Adam stepped inside, something felt wrong. Not dangerous. Just heavy. The air smelled faintly of dust, old carpet, and something damp hiding inside the walls. The lobby lights flickered constantly, even though the manager insisted the wiring had been replaced recently. The manager, Mr. Graves, was a thin older man with pale skin and tired eyes. He barely smiled during the interview. "You'll be alone after midnight," he said, while sliding paperwork across the desk. "That's fine," Adam replied. Mr. Graves hesitated, before speaking again. "One more thing," he said. He reached into his pocket and placed a rusty brass key on the counter. It looked ancient. "What's this for?" Adam asked. "Boiler room," he replied. Adam nodded slowly. Then Mr. Graves leaned closer. "And whatever happens after 3:13 a.m. His voice lowered. "Do not use the elevator," he said. Adam stared at him, for a second, before laughing awkwardly. "You serious?" he asked. But the manager didn't laugh back. For a moment, the entire lobby became silent. Then Mr. Graves straightened his tie, and forced a smile. "Old building," he said. "Elevator acts strange at night." Adam told himself, it was just an old man trying to sound mysterious. Still, the warning stayed in his head. The first 2 nights were uneventful. Adam mostly sat in the security office, watching cameras, drinking coffee, and scrolling through his phone. The hotel only had a few guests. An elderly couple, on the 4th floor. A truck driver on the 2nd. A woman traveling alone on the 6th. That was it. Every few hours, Adam walked the hallways to make sure everything was quiet. And every single time he passed the elevator, he felt colder. Not scared. Just uncomfortable. Like someone inside was listening. On the 3rd night, rain hammered against the windows so hard, it sounded like fingers tapping on the glass. At 2:47 a.m., the power briefly flickered. Adam looked up from his phone. The security cameras buzzed with static for half a second, before returning to normal. Then he noticed something strange. One of the cameras showed the hallway on floor 8. At the far end of the hallway stood a tall figure. Motionless. Adam frowned. The hotel's top floor was closed for renovations. Nobody should have been there. He grabbed the radio. "Hello? Sir?" No response. The figure didn't move. Adam zoomed the camera in slightly. The image became grainy. Too grainy. But he could still make out certain details. The figure was incredibly tall. Its arms hung too low. And its face looked blurred. As if the camera itself couldn't focus on it. Then suddenly, the screen went black. All cameras disconnected simultaneously. Adam sat upright. What the hell? The monitors flickered violently, before slowly returning one by one. Lobby. Parking lot. Hallway 6. Hallway 3. Everything normal. Everything except one screen. The elevator camera. A man stood inside. Tall. Completely still. Head lowered. Water dripped from his clothes onto the elevator floor. Adam's stomach tightened. There had been no guests entering the lobby. No one had passed the front desk. So how did someone get into the elevator? Then the elevator began moving. Floor 1. Floor 2. Floor 3. Floor 4. The man never moved. Floor 5. Floor 6. Floor 7. Floor 8. The elevator should have stopped. Instead, the numbers continued. Floor 9. Floor 10. Adam whispered. No. There were no higher floors. Then the screen displayed a number that made his blood freeze. 13. The elevator stopped. The doors slowly opened, revealing darkness. Not normal darkness. This darkness looked deep, endless. The light inside the elevator barely touched it. For several seconds, nothing happened. Then the tall man slowly lifted his head. Adam's heart nearly stopped. The man had no eyes, no eyelids. Only empty skin stretched across his face. But he was smiling, a smile too wide for a human mouth. Suddenly the figure turned directly toward the camera, as if it could see Adam watching. The screen exploded into static. All lights inside the security office died instantly. Darkness swallowed the room. Adam could hear his own breathing, and then came a sound from outside the office. Ding! The elevator. Slowly, very slowly. Adam turned toward the hallway. The elevator doors were open, pitch-black darkness waited inside. Above the doors glowed a red number. 13. Adam backed away immediately. That's impossible. A wet sound echoed from inside the elevator, like bare feet stepping onto tile. Then came a whisper, soft, broken. You watched us. Adam spun around violently. Nobody there. His breathing became frantic. The whisper came again, closer this time. Now we can watch you. The hallway lights began shutting off one by one, far away first, then closer. 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 Adam ran. He sprinted through the lobby toward the front entrance, fumbling for the keys. But the hotel doors wouldn't open. The locks had jammed. Outside, rain poured endlessly. Behind him, he heard slow footsteps. Not hurried. Not chasing. Certain. Adam turned toward the lobby. The tall figure stood near the elevator, its smile wider now. Its jaw hanging too low, as if the bones inside its face were bending incorrectly. Then more figures began emerging from the darkness behind it, tall, thin, smiling. Dozens of them. All eyeless. All staring at him. The elevator dinged again. The number above it changed. 13. 14. 15. The floors kept rising impossibly higher. And with every new number, the creatures stepped closer. Adam grabbed a fire extinguisher and threw it through the glass front doors. The glass shattered instantly. He ran into the storm without looking back. Rain soaked him immediately as he sprinted toward the road. But after several minutes of running, he stopped. The hotel was still behind him, exactly the same distance away. Adam stared in horror. That wasn't possible. He had been running downhill for minutes. Yet somehow, the hotel remained there, waiting. The front doors slowly opened by themselves. Warm yellow light spilled outside. And deep inside the lobby, he saw people moving. Hotel guests. Normal people. Checking in. Talking. Smiling. Like nothing was wrong. Then Adam noticed something horrifying. Every single guest had no eyes. Only smiles. All of them slowly turned toward him at the exact same moment. And together, they whispered, "Come back inside." The next morning, police found the hotel completely empty. No guests. No workers. No manager. The building itself looked abandoned for years. Dust covered everything. The elevators no longer worked. And according to city records, there had never been a 13th floor. But one officer, reviewing old security footage later, reported something disturbing. On one corrupted camera file, recorded at exactly 3:13 a.m., a man could be seen standing silently inside the elevator, watching the camera, smiling, without eyes. The officer recognized him immediately. It was Adam.